be hilarious. We just watch. We don't even say anything.
I just
watch reaction videos. Occasionally we go like this. Mm-hmm.
I drove past Michael Jackson's house out there in Encino.
That's... You got Down syndrome or what?
No, my kid.
Say that out of the blue is crazy.
No, well, we were showing Michael Jackson.
I drove past Michael Jackson's house.
No, man, my kids love Michael Jackson.
Oh. Hee. Shamo. Wait, but so, okay, say that person is trans, right? Audio.
God, we're struggling without Brandon.
Brendan just texted me. It's audio.
He left the dumb here, and it's like...
It's like...
all of a sudden, I'm like, I don't know.
It's like fucking...
Nick, look it up!
It's like Venom, the Syndicate.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I got that joke out. Fuck yeah!
Well, now you're going to be able to get jokes out?
Yeah, maybe. You come in hot sometimes. With you, take me with you. Look.
It's the end of an era.
He's like, please take me with you.
I know. We finally got rid of both of them, Chris. Yeah!
You know
That's
what?
they always thought, and we did it!
You know what it is? Dude, finally, I finally, after all these years, made the King and the Sting mine. The long play was so worth it. You thought I got canceled. You thought I got, this was all by design. Theo having mental problems. That was me!
Delia and Eric Griffin have had enough of Brendan Schaub, and they are so happy that he is moving to Austin, Texas. Well, he has moved. And even though he forced his producer, Cheddar Bob, over there to go buy him a cake, even though the cake was meant for Chin, and he shared it and left. But Delia trashed him right to his face with the Down syndrome thing. But making fun of him after he left was the brilliant thing, because they brought up some true stuff that they really thought. The fact that he's so dumb they don't have to worry about getting interrupted anymore. So he moved to Texas to follow Brian Callen to do the Fighter and the Kid podcast, which he already admitted is a complete failure. Like when he said, when that Cheddar Bob looking producer Nick was like, Chin won't be able to walk down 6th Street without people recognizing him. Schaub was saying, have you seen the views of the Fighter and the Kid? So he knows that's over. He was supposed to be quitting the Golden Hour podcast. And now it seems like, though, that's not going to happen. Now it seems like he is going to be doing like a Zoom-in thing every week with the guys. But I'm predicting that's not going to last long. And he's just going to fly back and forth to do the podcast with them, because he is going to need an excuse to get away from his family. He wants to get away from them. He needs addies and baddies. And he's just going to want to get out of Texas in general. You have to remember, he has no friends down there, no boys or anything. All of his social crew and stuff is still in L.A. I mean, yeah, he knows Rogan, but Rogan's not hanging out with him or letting him perform at the Comedy Mothership. And Callen doesn't hang out with him. Callen's too busy doing stand-up, in which Brendan Schaub had to quit. Now, Brendan Schaub claims he quit it to become a better dad and play baseball. He really quit it because he couldn't sell tickets. But he's going to be flying back to L.A. like every week to continue bothering Chris. But Delia, I keep wondering, like, I know Delia got canceled, right? But why he does this podcast is beyond me. His own podcast, the Congratulations one, is way bigger than this one. I believe, like, I'm pretty sure Montez over there, Eric Griffin, is relatively successful in stand-up, but he doesn't bring like a real audience or anything. Delia does. So I'm wondering why he got stuck doing this podcast with Schaub. Now I'm sure Schaub just throws a bunch of his father's money at him, and that's probably the biggest reason. But I mean, if Schaub ever does actually leave this podcast, which he said he was going to do, but now it doesn't look like it truly. I mean, would they rebrand? You have to remember the Golden Hour podcast, as with everything related to Brendan Schaub, the name was stolen, the logo was stolen, and the whole design was stolen. And the two guys he stole it from called him out, but then they were like, it's okay, you stole it from us. And Schaub just never even acknowledged them or anything. I think they thought, hey, that guy stole our name and our design. Maybe he'll have us on his show. Nope, that didn't happen. So, but would Delia and Eric Griffin change the name of the show and of the podcast? How's ownership still going? I mean, is the podcast going to be shot there? Is Schaub, now that he moved to Texas, are they still going to be operating out of the LA studio, the Golden Hour? Is he going to be paying for two studios, the Texas one and the LA one? I'm not quite sure how this is all going to work out. It seemed like the whole operation was being moved to Texas and Schaub was going to quit the Golden Hour. But from the way they've been talking, he might still be doing calling in. I don't know. We'll find that out in the weeks to come. But, I mean, poor Delia. Not poor Delia, but poor Delia in the fact of this man, his career was taken off. He was going to be in that Netflix movie. Then he got canceled and Tig Notaro took his role. Although I'm still wondering how that role would have worked with Delia in it. And now he ended up next to Camel Joe and Mr. Potato Head. He's got a neck tattoo. And he's like, I'm next to these bums carrying this entire podcast. Because, like, I don't hate Eric Griffin or anything, but he's really not that fun. He's not funny, really. I mean, let's keep it a buck. But, I mean, Delia's carrying this whole thing. This is sad, but I love the fact whenever Delia just trashes out. Because Delia, unlike everybody else, I think, like, won't put up with Schaub's shit. And we'll just call him out on it. And call him out for the dummy that he is. Like that time, what was they doing a fight companion? And Delia was like, you don't talk right. There's something. It was friggin' hilarious. And Callan had to defend Schaub, like, oh, don't say that to him. You're being mean, Chris. So I don't think Delia puts up with too much of Brendan Schaub's crap. But, I mean, going forward, we'll see what this looks like. Is Brendan Schaub finally done with the Golden Hour podcast? Is he going to do a call-in? I predict he's going to be flying back every week. Look, him and his wife are going crazy in Texas. She's walking dogs for the first time in her life. It's a sad state of affairs. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.